Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Lumberjacks coming in at 11-4, going up against the Dolphins, who come in at 6-9.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Portland Lumberjacks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. They find some open field here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, gone. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Gone. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Kizer. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what
and the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second down, Kizer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long for Kizer. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Jennings lost the football, and the Dolphins have got it. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now gone. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and long. It's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. This one away by the punter, Dar. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They run again with Jennings. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Here we go. Jennings. Room to run past midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a toss to Richardson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Richardson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is Jennings. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this. Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Lawrence Virgil in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Start the drive with Jennings. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Kaiser. shedding the tackle. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He's going to field this at the 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he got it back. He did. So it was a great return, and they're able to maintain possession to keep the football. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break here. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried. Touchdown! Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Goff. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now it's Richardson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run with Richardson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Dolphins have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Lawrence Virgil in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, it's Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now it's Jennings. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones to have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted.
This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Jennings. And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After the interception, here's Goff. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, gee. What did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry for Henry. Open space inside the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink.
Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, it's Richardson, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the 50, it's Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Goff.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun. Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To throw is Kaiser. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a handoff to Henry. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throwing on third. Goff. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? That guy catching the ball.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play.
Let's go!
After the penalty, it's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Carry now for Derrick Henry. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, it's gone. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Again to Henry. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The throw on second down is gone. Being chased out left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Portland, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.